Right, also, yeah, so these trays did not come with this. I had to buy these separately, and if you want to get your trays personalized, I will leave a link below of where you can buy the little custom stuffer. This is my son's nickname and my daughter's nickname. So, yeah. Okay, so the measurements for these chairs, I just measured them, is 19, 10, 12, and then 6 inches down, so not very roomy for the feet. Same here is 19, 10, and then actually it goes 10 inches for the feet. And width, I didn't get to do for this chair yet, so I will, looks like it's 13, about 13 inches. Let me make sure. Yeah, so it's just an inch wider. And yeah. Alright, so first of all, the City Select is a lot shorter than the Elite. The brake is on, so there we go. It's a lot shorter. I'll put that side by side so you can see. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter, the frame itself. This frame is definitely a lot longer. And my issues I'm having with this, stand right back over where I had you, please. My issues that I'm having with this stroller is this front seat here is fully upright and it's already touching the baby who's very small. So yeah, obviously doesn't like having to prop his feet up in order for her to lay back. That's pretty much how that would work, which stinks. Also, his cup holder tray has a very hard time going back. I have to like kind of pull it and get it, fuss with it a lot just to get it over, and that's in the upright position in this configuration. So that pretty much is not very good. The push on it, I would say, is maybe slightly easier when it's fully loaded, but not much to justify $300. So, for the brake on this one, it has a side handbrake. Can you see this?
I'll have to zoom in.
Why don't you just walk up closer? So here's the side brake. Works like this. You have to lift it and pull it down to get it to go back in.
Point out seek. There.
Okay, careful.
Show it again. It wasn't good enough visual.
No talking.
The brake
okay.
part.
No talking. Alright, so I'm going to lift it up, pull it down. That's how that works. Then it has this right here on the handle, which is adjustable. I can push it down or lift it up if you're a little taller. So that's nice, especially if you have like a little extra board on here for an older child. Then it's good to be able to extend that if you need that extra space. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here and talk about the Contours Option Elite. And I will do the same configuration I have in that stroller before I put the kids in. So you just push the buttons. This one is a little bit harder to get out, but definitely a little bit more spacious. So I'm going to lift this seat all the way up like the other stroller is, and I'm going to push this one all the way back. Now this one does go back a lot farther than the Select, so that is better in my opinion as far as that goes. Alright, come on, Ziki. But the thing about this stroller that I do like better is that it has these zips down here and you can get things out a lot easier than trying to just dig through here or through the front. That isn't an option here, so it is elasticy, so you can get into it, but you have to push down really hard, and over time that'll wear out the elasticity, and you don't want to ruin your stroller just trying to get things out, so that's nice. So yeah, so I will fully extend her, or put her back upright, and fully extend her canopy. And that is with the zip option where it opens up and gives a little breeze. So I do wish that the City Select had that. But yeah, so my son seems to be doing pretty good in there. There would be enough room for a cup holder. I actually don't know if they have a cup holder for this one, but it has this little mesh pocket in the side where a sippy cup or a bottle can definitely fit in there. So that is nice. So, alright, we'll do the next configuration in the City Select. right now I'm trying to get this seat in while this one is already in, and it's a bit of a challenge actually. So yeah, it's not clicked in at all. It's not clicking in, so it looks like I'm going to have to now take this chair out just to get in this one up top, and hopefully I can get that bottom one in. Otherwise, they lied, and you definitely cannot have them back to back. So that so far is a little frustrating. Alright, so yeah, here we go. I'm going to lift this one all the way up. See if that makes a difference. Try to put this in. And again, I'm having a hard time. Yeah, it's just, there we go. I could barely get that in. So there's no room at all to, I mean, like this, I don't know if you can see this, but this seat is completely pushed forward. So whoever's sitting in here, they either have to have a curved back or it's going to be extremely uncomfortable. So I'm going to put them in there like that. Alright, so my little guy fell asleep. Lucky for him, because yeah, so as you can see, this part of the chair is completely pushed out from my daughter sitting here. And that's her leaning back a bit, so I can pull her seat up a bit. So yeah, now it's fully up. You do have a little bit better access to the seat this way, but I just don't think this configuration would work unless my daughter was sitting up top and the baby was sitting down below. And I don't know, this isn't really my favorite configuration if you have little ones. I mean, if you have twins, they're the same size, they're both, 6 months, 1-year-old, this isn't gonna really work out for you. I would assume not. So the one thing I do like about this configuration is that it has pockets on the back. So if you need quick grabs like diapers or little snacks, there are pockets right there, and that is a lot nicer. So yeah, so here's the full canopy again. Oops. Which it's not able to extend because I have to pull it underneath this chair. That's kind of making it stuck. Well, that sucks. So yeah, so that's fully down. Can you pull it down, baby? All the way down. Thank you. So it's all the way down. There's no sun in her face, so that's nice. Alright, so my son is sleeping, and I'm going to, I know with that stroller there's no way that I could take his seat out with him in it and turn it around. But this one, he's not very heavy, he's 20 pounds. So it wouldn't be too horrible. But yeah, see, that was a lot better. And back to back for this one, I could at least pull him back, the top passenger back, if they're asleep, because that's kind of why I would want it this way for myself, is I would want the baby that's sleeping to be facing me and to be laying back so I can see him and check on him, make sure he's breathing, all those little things that you worry about with a younger child. So this stroller for me, for this configuration, is the winner for sure. Let me check. Yeah, see, again, trying to get these canopies out is so annoying. Now, at least with this one, I'm pretty sure I can lay it down a bit. Yeah, see, it can go down just a little bit and recline. Yeah, see, it can go down and recline just about as much as this one. So again, this position is a win for me. Alright, well, my daughter is inside taking a potty break. It was actually a lot harder than I thought to try to do all the configurations with both children. At least you can see the configurations. With my daughter, we know that her feet hang past this, so they would go inside the basket. So for me, for this particular stroller, it's better to have the smaller child up top and the larger child on the bottom. Now, if you have twins or children the same size, then you would just have to figure out what works best for you personally. But for me, this is what I prefer in both of these strollers. And this stroller seems much more limited if you have children of different sizes. And that's just my personal opinion. Look at that, mister. Okay, so we're now doing the facing each other configuration. My daughter is wiping a little dirt off of her feet because she refused to wear shoes. But yeah, so this is my baby fully back. He looks very comfortable. I've been moving him around in different positions and he seems to like it. And with her, the good thing about this stroller is she can actually, since he's smaller, reach her feet that way and it's still not touching him. But when he gets bigger, that's not going to really work out. So I'm actually going to lift the foot part up. Okay, so now the little foot part is up so he can be a little bit more comfortable. And that's nice. And now I'm going to lay her back with this little handle right here. I like that it's red, it's easier to see. She is all the way back and her knees and legs are not touching that seat, so she has quite a bit of room there, which is nice. She can, however... Alright. Okay, so I am attempting to put the second seat on here, and it's a little bit hard because the pocket is right here, and you actually have to unzip it, which is annoying, in order to front face the seat. So that is extremely annoying. And if there's anything inside the basket, you're going to have to push it back because it shouldn't be in the way. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to touch the seat. So, there you go. That one is in there. And I'm going to lay this one back completely. And as you can you see this? The footrest?
No.
Okay, scoot up. So this footrest is completely in here, so a larger child and a smaller child, this is just, it's not going to be fun. I mean, this is just kind of terrible, actually. So, yeah, and I can't even lift this foot part up at all. So I'm going to have to lift this up. Like, you got to play around with it to figure out how it's going to be able to lift. That's so annoying. And when you have two kids and they're trying to get comfortable, yeah, I can't even lift this without having to push the chair down. This is so awful. I want to return this stroller so bad. Yeah, so there you go. That is lifted up, but it is actually so much into the seat that if a larger child was sitting here, as you can see, like, it's actually touching the seat part. And this is only, I think, 10 inches long. So that is just, I really don't like that at all. Yeah. So, I mean, the push might be a little bit better on this one, but the configurations are more versatile on here. You want to get out now? Yeah, the configurations are more versatile. Go on the stairs with this one. And yeah, there might not be enough room for the legs as far as like when they're laying down or sitting up, but at least they can go into the basket and have somewhere to go. With this one, I mean, you have to have the other chair touching. There's just no room. I just really don't like it at all. Okay, so now I'm going to fold this stroller up. Both chairs have to be out of this one. This one, I can fold it up both chairs, but they have to be either both back facing or frontward facing. This one doesn't work for me that way. So the fold is easy with just nothing in it. It's pretty simple. It is heavy. I would say they're the same amount of weight as far as I can tell. I'm having a little bit harder of a time folding, but not too much harder. You do have to make sure the wheels are turned the correct way. Otherwise it won't close properly. So, yeah, but as far as my opinion, have the camera up a little bit higher, buddy. So as far as my opinion goes, the City Select is terrible for configurations. The only thing it's good for is the push is better, but everything else pretty much sucks. So I like the Contour Options Elite Double way better.